Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. Today we're going to take a look at a new brow product from Benefit. This is the Benefit Fluff Up Brow Flexible Brow Texturizing Wax. Now, it is very rare that I will devote a whole video just to a brow product. Brow products, it's a little bit like watching paint dry. It's the foundation, so to speak, of our look, but it's not always the most interesting thing to watch. But this one really had me from the get-go because it is a wax that is in the form of a spoolie applied product. See, I have tried every brow wax on the market. I have the Patrick Ta in the kind of brown shade. I have the original iconic London wax. I have the Anastasia. It's a slightly more movable brow setting gel, and you have to put your spoolie in there or get something in there and put it on the brows and let it dry and work it in this way, etc., etc. And I stopped using them a while ago. It's a little bit too much. I am a fan, of course, as pretty much we all are, of the original 24-hour brow setter from Benefit. It is a great set and hold. So we're going to talk about the difference, and we're going to do one on each brow. Not that my brows are the same. What do we say about eyebrows? Sisters, not twins, or whatever the expression is. So I might not be a perfect comparison, but it's going to show us a little bit. So I was really interested in this. Calls itself a fluffing wax, but it doesn't have that extra step of, with these wax products in a compact, you have to spray them with like a MAC Plus, and you have to go in with the spoolie and scrape them. Immediately, it's like, ugh, I'm out. I'll try it on camera, but I'm just not going to do it in everyday life, right? Can we be honest? So the fact that this is kind of applied in the same way that we would apply a setting gel intrigued me. Now, you might see that I cheaped out and got the little version. Of course I did. This is $15 for a little mini. Benefit is great about giving us minis as choice. And this is $26 for the larger. I'll go ahead and get the larger if I go through this. Is that penny wise and pound foolish? Maybe it'll turn out to be if I love it, but if I don't like it, I save myself some money. So I do like to try minis, and they're great for travel or throwing in your bag too. Okay, I do have the regular size, of course, of the 24-hour brow setter, because that's kind of a tried and true favorite that so many of us have used forever. All right, what's the difference? Well, we all know that a brow setter can be used to fluff brows. It can, but for the most part, this is like a hairspray for your eyebrows. So after you fill them in and set them, or before you fill them in, some people do it in a different order, it will keep them from, if you have longer brows, from drooping, from showing. If you have some pencil marks, it will kind of cover them up and keep your brows in place. So what does a wax do? A wax fluffs them, makes them a little bigger. You could even laminate them. We're not going to laminate brows. Laminating is when they're pressed to your skin. We're not going to do that, but this gives a kind of fluffy, very youthful, very now look without that extra step of the wax in the compact, okay? So we're going to try it. Now, you can fluff with a setting gel. You can push them up, although we're not going to do that. We're going to use it as a true setter so that we can really see the difference. Okay, so we're going to start with the 24-hour brow setter. This is the product that is tried and true from Benefit. I bet most of you have tried it or have had it used on you. If you've had a makeup artist do your makeup, it's very, very popular. What I have done before I came on camera is I have filled in my brows using the Patrick Ta brow pencil. I am not someone who overplucked in the 90s. I might have a little bit, but I didn't really pluck in the 90s. I am just not blessed with a lot of hair on my eyebrows. So I filled them in a little bit. Some people like to fill in after they put in a setter or a wax. I find that goopy. So both brows have been filled in a little bit with pencil. We are just going to do the setting and the fluffing. Here is the 24-hour brow setter. I'm going to use it exactly as we would, not to fluff, but to set the brows in place. We know how this works. I'm going to brush them up a little bit. I'm going to brush them over. This will just tame them and kind of keep them in place. There we go. We know how that works, and that is how my brow looks, filled in and set. Okay, for the first time ever, I'm going to now try this Fluff Up. I want to make sure I get the name up. Fluff Up Brow Flexible Brow Texturizing Wax. So this is a wax, and I have read the instructions. You're just going to apply it. This is almost like you've already sprayed the wax in the pan and put it on your spoolie, really. And for this, what I'm going to do is kind of brush up. Now, you're seeing the white, but supposedly that is going to fade away. I don't know why I'm reaching across myself like this awkwardly. Now, this is interesting. When I apply, it is kind of dragging. Like I can feel that this is a wax and that the other side was a liquid. The other side just kind of just went on like a messy little bit of a liquid. This side drags a little bit as I put it through because it's thicker, it's a wax. And you should already be able to see the difference. Now, once these are brushed up, if I want to, I could shape them, but it looks like they're kind of trimmed evenly, not by me, but by the lovely Cindy who does my brows. So I don't have to, but if your brows are a bit uneven, as mine sometimes get, you can brush them over a little bit. Okay, so this side is the 24-hour brow setter. This has set my brows and they won't move. And I know that because I've used this for years and years and years. This is now setting my brows in this up looking way, not laminated. I could laminate them, and that would involve like taking the side here and pressing them to my face. I don't really like that look, so we're not going to do that. So we have a fluffed up wax look here without the trouble of going in to this and spraying it and getting it on the spoolie. Whenever you do this and put it on the spoolie, it's always sometimes little chunks on the spoolie too. I just don't like the process. If you don't like the process, you'll like this a lot more. It feels a bit thicker. I could feel it raking through my brows and pulling my brows up. Not sort of a catastrophe, not in an overly, but I'm just saying you could feel it being a bit thicker. And the other is they're a little bit of a different look. I'm not saying that my brows are identical to begin with, but this is set and this is fluffed. Can you tell the difference? I certainly could in applying, and I'm going to take a look right now in my own little mirror and see what I think. I like the fluffed side a little bit better. What do you guys think? Could I have taken the brow setter and brushed them up? Yes, but they don't always necessarily stay because the brow setter and other brow setters are more of a liquid. They're a little thinner. They could dry, and they could dry a little bit stiff. So let's talk about how these are now that they have dried, as I've been talking to you purposefully. So this is, it's a little bit stiff, but I could brush through it with a spoolie and it would be fine. And this side with the new kind of wax, feels much more pliable. Why would that be? Because it's a wax. So that's a lot more pliable, but it's sticking up there and staying. And I got to tell you, I think I might just be a convert. What I will do, I will not be releasing this video until tomorrow. It is Wednesday morning. You'll see this video Thursday. So I will edit this tonight, and I will let you know right here. You can read it along with me. I will let you know right here if they stayed up. I'm working in the house today, so I don't care if I have two different brows. No one will notice anyway. We're just being picky, right? So I'm going to tell you how this stayed because I can see now how it looks, and I'll put it down there and we'll see. This might just be, unless I have any revelation and they fall in 15 minutes or something, but I'll let you know. I would say this is one to try. Certainly the $15 kind of deluxe sample mini that they have. I trust Brows to Benefit. Benefit actually has a laminating service now. I meant to ask you guys, anyone ever gotten their brows professionally laminated, and did you like it? Kind of want to try it. How long does it last? And what did you think? I don't mean when you laminate at home, but you can get it professionally done. Benefit will do it for you now too. I'm just curious if anyone's tried that while we're talking about brows. Just let me know. I do like the Patrick Ta brow pencil. I generally don't use a setter unless I really am going out for 12, 13 hours. I don't like how goopy it is. This is not goopy, and it applies evenly. I think this is going to definitely get a seal of approval, but I would love to hear what you guys think. So definitely please tell me all sorts of good best end of year, best of rankings coming in the next few days, as well as the fact that by the time you see this, my questionnaire will have closed for the community beauty favorites. So I will be reporting back on those as well within the next few days and what our favorites were on our communities. I know some of the winners already. It's pretty clear. So that will be really fun too. But leave your comments down below for me. We are a community. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I sure hope that you did. Hey, if you haven't already done so, make sure that you subscribe to this channel so we can continue to grow into 2023. Come over and give me a big hello on Instagram and on TikTok too. And if you'd like to help us support this channel and keep the lights on and keep buying all different sorts of makeup, you can give by means of super thanks or by becoming a member, where you get behind the scenes footage and fun little extras. But if nothing else, I am grateful to you all, and I will see you, I hope, in the next video. Bye-bye.